Hello everyone, Elle here again. I'm a health educator here at the Lucy Rose Clinic, and I want to talk about something that so many women tell us. So that's I just can't stop craving sugar, or I need something sweet after every meal, or even perhaps not, no matter what I do, the weight, just keeps going on around the middle. So does this sound familiar to you? And if it does, today's live could be a game changer, because what we're talking about today is one of the most important hormones that involves weight gain, and that's insulin. In fact, if you constantly crave sugar, struggle with energy, crashes, or carry excess weight around your stomach, your body may be giving you clues that insulin is involved. So let's start with a quick question. Who here gets cravings for something sweet after meals, or finds themselves reaching for chocolate around 3 p.m? If that's you, type sugar in the comments, because what I'm about to explain may finally help make sense of all the cravings. So let's start with, what is insulin? Most people have heard of insulin, but many people don't actually know what it does. So insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas. Its job is to help move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used as energy. Think of insulin as a key. So when you eat carbohydrates, they get broken down into glucose, and then that glucose enters your bloodstream. Insulin then unlocks the door to your cells and allows glucose to enter. So when the system works well, you feel energized, your blood sugar stays balanced, your cravings stay under control, your body uses fuel efficiently. But when the system starts to struggle, that's where the problems begin, And I guess we ask, why does insulin matter for weight? So one of insulin's jobs is to help store energy, and that's actually a good thing. So the problem occurs when insulin levels stay elevated for a long period of time. Because when insulin is constantly high, the body becomes very good at storing energy, and much less effective at burning fat. So this is why so many people feel like, I'm eating less, but I'm still gaining weight, or I'm exercising, but nothing is changing, because the hormonal environment isn't supporting fat burning. So let's talk about something many women notice, and that's weight around the middle. So what we call the muffin top, the stubborn belly fat, the weight that seems impossible to shift. And it's one of the strongest risk factors for insulin resistance. Abdominal fat, it's one of the biggest risk factors. And here's the frustrating part. So insulin resistance can contribute to the belly fat, and belly fat can worsen insulin resistance. So it becomes that cycle. And this is why so many people feel stuck. So does anyone feel like most of their weight goes straight to their tummy? If that's you, type belly below, because you're definitely not alone. It's a very common issue. Now, what's insulin resistance? This is where it gets really important. Insulin resistance is when your cells stop responding to the insulin. So the insulin is there, the glucose is there, but the cells aren't responding efficiently. And then your body compensates. So it produces more insulin, then more insulin, trying to get the job done. But the result, higher insulin levels, more fat storage, more cravings, less stable energy, and often more frustration. So let's talk about cravings. So cravings aren't usually random. So many people think cravings are simply lack of discipline, but that's often not the case. When blood sugar rises and falls rapidly, the brain starts looking for quick energy. So, what does it want? Sugar, fast carbohydrates, something that provides immediate energy boost. And this is where many people find themselves saying, I know I shouldn't eat it, but I couldn't help myself. That's because physiology is involved, not just willpower. Energy highs and lows, another sign of insulin imbalance is unstable energy. So you may notice like feeling great after breakfast, crashing mid-morning, needing coffee to function, crashing again at 3 p.m, feeling hungry all the time. These energy highs and lows are often clues that your blood sugar regulation isn't working properly. Who here experiences that 3 p.m. crash? You know, the one like where suddenly you need a coffee, chocolate, biscuit, all around 3 p.m. just to get through. If that's you, type 3 p.m. in the comments. Love to hear from you. I guess this is where so many women get discouraged because they're trying really hard. They're making healthy choices, cutting calories, yet the body's not responding. And often that's because nobody has looked at what's happening hormonally. So remember, your body doesn't care about your goals. It responds to chemistry. And if insulin is elevated, your body receives a very different message than if insulin is balanced. This is why understanding the root cause matters so much. But the good news, the encouraging news, is that insulin resistance isn't something you simply have to live with. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rebalance. But first, you need to understand what's happening. So you need to identify the drivers. You need a plan that works with your body rather than against it. So let's quickly recap today's live. Insulin is a hormone that helps move sugar into your cells. Then when insulin becomes dysregulated, that's when the cravings increase, your energy becomes unstable, you get the belly fat and it's harder to lose, fat storage becomes easier, weight loss becomes very difficult. And understanding insulin can be one of the biggest breakthroughs for people struggling with stubborn weight gain. So I guess if this live resonates with you and you'd love to learn more about insulin, cravings, belly fat, and the hormones that influence weight loss, download our free Hormonal Weight ebook. Inside you'll discover more about insulin resistance, thyroid health, cortisol, sleep, hunger, hormones, and other factors that affect your metabolism and weight. If you're already working with us at Lucy Rose, ask your practitioner for more information or guidance. And if you're new here at Lucy Rose and would like personalized support, book a complimentary 15-minute consultation. You can DM us. We'd love to hear from you and understand what's really driving your symptoms and what your next steps could be. It doesn't have to be hard. You just need answers. So if you found today's live valuable, please share it with everyone. Anyone that constantly craves sugar, has that difficulty losing that weight, please reach out. And I'll see you in the next live. Thanks so much for listening.